Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well today and you are staying well hydrated during this very hot afternoon. I thought I would do a life path reading for those of you who have questions of where exactly you need to go, what you need to do, what you need to focus on. For those of you who are thinking of a new career, or if you've been thinking of, starting your own business or even retiring, this may kind of give you some information on that. Just remember, it is a general reading, so this will be for a lot of people, so you need to take what is best for you and leave the rest behind. So let's see what information pops up for you, okay? What information do you have for the collective at this time regarding career paths, knowledge, or questions that they may have regarding current status? Okay, so for a lot of you right now, what it's affecting your career path or affecting some of the choices that you may need to make regarding your career or just things that you want to do for yourself is family. So for some of you, it may be family obligations. It may be your family is the catalyst to the decisions you need to take and move forward. So family for a lot of you is the focus, okay? For some of you, it may be the travel. So maybe for some of you, you may not have the means to travel to work, or maybe a job requires you to travel at this time, and you may be finding it hard to sort of fit in the travel with the family situation, and they may be putting the two at odds, okay? And for a lot of you, you guys are healers. So some of you may be in the healthcare industry or thinking of becoming a nurse, a doctor, or someone that works in healthcare. For a lot of you, you have gone back to school or you're thinking of going back to school. So this may be something that you've been thinking about. For a lot of you, this could be starting classes online as you travel to and forth from your other job. It may be that, your family may have to take sort of like, not a second, the spirits are putting it a little bit weird. Not that, they have to be second place, okay? Because family, if they mean a lot, they're not second place. But you need to sort of put yourself as a priority. For a lot of you, maybe health has been an issue regarding, your workplace. Maybe something has happened to your health where you may be feeling weak, you haven't been feeling well, so this is taking a toll. You may have to, have to travel to and from the hospital at times, so it may have affected your job or your job status, okay? For some of you, you feel like what you've been through in your career has been a bit of an unfair hand. For a lot of you, you're seeking some justice in the workplace. For a lot of you, you're even studying to be a lawyer, and congratulations. For a lot of you, you may be graduating from that. But for a lot of you, you may be seeking some protection or help from others in order to sort of gain some justice from an unjust, okay, because it's such a broad spectrum, and I'm getting, you know, different scenarios. For some of you, you may even have had a lawsuit against your former employer. Maybe you fell at work, you got hurt at work, something unfair happened between you and some co-workers. If that has happened to you, if that is your scenario, you will be gaining some justice from that. For some of you, it's not that. For some of you, you feel like, you know, you've been wanting to sort of move up the career ladder. You've been wanting to, you've been feeling a bit stuck in the career choices that you've made, and you've been asking when is going to be your turn to sort of move up that ladder. You know, you have family, you have plans, you have had to heal from some unjust things that have happened. This is your sort of your ticket to a better place in your career path. All right, so it is coming. There's going to be some light and love and purpose from the divine and healing from a lot of this unjust period in your life. Okay, but for a lot of you, you need to trust. You need to trust the process. And I know that it's a lot easier said than done, you know, especially when money is tight and things kind of feel a bit chaotic. But, you know, everything is sort of, we are, you know, spiritual beings having a human experience, and divine timing, you know, basically comes to play in a lot of these decisions. So a lot of this is, you know, preparing you to sort of move forward with a better understanding of the things you need to do, perhaps in your next job, perhaps maybe gaining some knowledge by going to school. This gave you the time off that you needed, or it may have given you the time off that you needed to spend with family and friends in order to sort of think of, you know, a way to move forward in a different job. Okay, maybe some of you were doctors and now you want to be, you know, a blogger. You know, some of you want to be writers, and you know, others of you, you know, may want to be lawyers, but you know, you didn't know how to sort of fit in the entire school schedule with, you know, work and family. So there is something that's happened that, or will happen, that it's going to give you the time to sort of think of how to schedule all these different things in your life and put some perspective on the things that you really need to focus and the things that you need to do. Okay, and for a lot of you, you're becoming more and more sensitive to the choices that you need to make for yourself. You know, not sensitive in the way that you're like, you know, you're not going to consider other people's opinions or become overly sensitive at work. No, you're taking everything with a grain of salt and you're moving forward. Okay, so let's see what other messages pop up for you. What messages do you have for the collective at this time regarding their career choices, life path, etc.? So for some of you, you need to compromise, okay? You may need to compromise with some of the choices you have, or the time, or, you know, and you need to sort of trust in yourself a little bit more, because it is up to you to make this movement forward, okay? And you need to listen to your intuition a little bit more. your spirit guides don't want you to stop what you're doing, okay? So you need to move forward. You need to move forward with what you're doing and what you want to do, because it's like it's like right there. It's dangling right in front of you, this wonderful opportunity. And you need to start looking for a sign. So a lot of you, you may be missing the signs from your guardian angels or ancestors that they are sending you. So you need to kind of clarify, sit down with them and have a talk with them. That way they could give you more of a clear picture of the direction that you need to go, okay? So let's see what other things may pop up for you. What advice do you have for the collective at this time? What advice do you have for the collective at this time? For a lot of you, you are emotionally withdrawn at this time. You know, maybe you have a lot of things on your mind regarding your job and family. This is putting great stress on you. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so you do have a lot of things coming up that you may not be aware of. You know, job opportunities. Maybe there's a friend that may come to you saying, hey, there's an opening at my sector of, you know, my job. For some of you, I am getting that if money is an issue, to sit down with someone and discuss financial aid, okay? Maybe you're not even aware that you do qualify for this in order to go back to school. For some of you, you are thinking of going back to school, so you're trying to figure out how to sort of work your regular hours with part-time work. For some of you, you may need to start your studies online and then switch over, okay? And for a lot of you, this will lead to a new beginning, a new prosperous beginning, okay? This even flipped over. Movement, choices, and decisions, okay? So you have a lot of decisions to make regarding, you know, life choices. So for a lot of you, this will be, you know, postponing certain things. For a lot of you, it may mean moving forward with certain plans. I'm getting, again, that you have to do a lot of research with, you know, certain career choices or educational choices. For a lot of you, even look into HR and see what other positions may be available to you at this time. For some of you, you're not even thinking of, you know, switching careers at this point. It may have been sort of like a crazy idea that you had, you know, one Friday afternoon, but your guides are saying that the opportunities are out there if you do look for them, okay? What messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do you have for the collective at this time? Okay, and for a lot of you, your fertility. So fertility is not necessarily like becoming, obviously, with child. For some of you, it may mean, you know, you will be coming with child. So if that's not something that you are thinking about at this time, you know, just take the right precautions. But fertility is growth. Fertility is, you know, things that you're going to be setting in motion in order for them to sort of move forward. So whatever you start now, within 9 months of when you start, you will see some growth, okay? So again, within a time span of when you start, you know, seriously planning for either going back to school, starting a new job, you know, saving money for that new business that you want to start, within 9 months from when you actually put your foot down to sort of move forward, you will see a significant growth in that aspect of your life, okay? For a lot of you, you need to protect your throat chakra. So maybe, you know, speaking with, I'm hearing HR or speaking with a supervisor, you may find it a little bit difficult to sort of put yourself out there at this time, because you may not be sure of what you want to say, how to say it. So my guides are asking you to sort of even practice in front of the mirror. You know, write it down. Write down the questions that you may have before you sit down with these people, so that way you are more prepared. Preparation is key, I'm getting, okay? So you know, for those of you who sage, who, you know, like to take walks outside, you know, use holy water, you know, prepare as best you can, and that way you're able to sort of go in there with an entire armor of, you know, of protection, so that way when you do sit down with these people, you're a little bit more prepared. And for a lot of you, you feel like you've made a lot of sacrifices in the past, and now you feel like, you know, this is your time. This is your time to shine, to move forward, to, you know, you feel better prepared now more than ever to you know, see the silver lining in your dreams. And you know, you're wanting to reach for goals that you may have been, you know, you may not have been able to do, to have the money or even the support perhaps when you were younger, okay? And now, you know, you feel like you're better prepared to handle what comes, and you want to be able to do this, not just for your family, but for yourself. One more, please. Okay, two more. And your heart chakra. For a lot of you, you've had so many disappointments when it comes to career choices or just sacrifice that you've had to make. It has affected your heart chakra. So, you know, make sure that you do tend to your heart, and, you know, make sure that you are taking well care of yourself, okay? And you need to choose wisely, because a lot of doors will be opening, but it's up to you to sort of make those appropriate choices for yourself, and don't feel pressured into doing things that you're not ready to do, okay? So let's see exactly where your energy is right at this time. So for a lot of you, you feel like you've missed many opportunities, or many opportunities have been stolen from you, okay? You feel like, you know, no matter how well you have prepared in the past, there's always someone that, you know, has either stolen your opportunities or your position. But here's the thing. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay, so no matter how much you wanted a position, or how much you wanted to be within that circle of friends, maybe at work, or you wanted a promotion, it was never meant for you, because whatever is meant for you will never ever pass you by. Perhaps maybe, you know, that was God's protection. Perhaps maybe you were not ready for that position. You know, maybe there was something there that wasn't not right at the time to serve you best, okay? So, you know, feeling like it was stolen, in reality, it wasn't, you know, in reality, it wasn't. These, you know, and if you had people that, you know, talked about you, or you felt betrayed in some way, you know, these people were never meant to be in your life to begin with, okay? So You know, you need to move forward and sort of work through this, you know, energy, because it really wasn't meant to be yours, okay? So for a lot of you, you have Aquarius energy, okay? I can't really show it, but Aquarius energy, okay? Meaning that you feel better prepared now, okay? You feel better prepared to move forward in the world of corporate world. You feel like you have grown a lot, you have learned a lot, you're attaining knowledge. For a lot of you, you're reading a lot, you are seeking I'm getting for, you know, I'm getting that some of you are doing things online. For some of you, you're even doing what they call modules, okay? But it's you're gaining a lot of perspective and a lot of knowledge and the things that you need to move in your world, and you are actually better protected this time around to see the growth, okay, that you need in order to make this possible. You are more stable now than you were before, okay? Perfect. Yeah, for a lot of you, you felt like you were backstabbed in your previous position or by previous employers, or even by you know, the relationship that you've had with your job may not have been healthy, okay? For some of you, you have been in a lot of dead-end jobs that just didn't, they were not fruitful, and you felt defeated in a lot of these positions, you know, because I feel like you've placed a lot of trust in your past employers or past friendships within your job circle. So for this time around, they're saying that you need to be a little bit more independent, and you need to be a little bit more knowledgeable in order for things to kind of work out, okay? And you felt stifled, okay? So that way, the coins could come in because you have this to look forward to, okay? So I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.